What if every time you drove your car, there was a small chance the brakes just didn't work? Not because someone was careless, not because the car was cheap, but because nobody ever actually tested whether they worked before handing you the keys. That sounds insane for a car, but that is exactly how a huge amount of software gets built and shipped every single day. Features get written, bugs get buried, and real users, you, end up being the ones who find the problems first. It's one of the most widespread and costly habits in all of tech, and the fix has existed for decades. It's called testing. Now, before you click away thinking this is only for developers, stop. Because understanding what testing is and why it matters will change how you think about every app you use, every product you buy. And if you ever build anything yourself, it will save you from some of the most painful and embarrassing mistakes a creator can make. So let's break it down from the very beginning. What is software testing, and why does absolutely everything depend on it? At its core, software testing is exactly what it sounds like. You check whether your software actually does what it's supposed to do. Think of it like a checklist before a pilot takes off. Does the engine start? Do the lights work? Are the instruments reading correctly? A pilot does not just assume everything is fine. They verify it every single time before lives depend on it. Software testing works the same way. You write code that does something, say a button that sends an email, and then you run a test that asks, did the email actually send? Did it go to the right address? What happens if the address is blank? What happens if the server is down? Testing is the process of asking all the questions that could go wrong and checking whether your software handles them correctly. Without it, you are essentially shipping a product you have never tried. Now here is the part that surprises most beginners. Tests are themselves written in code. Developers write small programs, called test cases, that automatically run through these checks every single time the codebase changes. That means the safety net is always on. There are a few different kinds of tests, and each one checks something different. The first is called a unit test. A unit test zooms in on one tiny piece of code, one function, one button, one calculation, and checks that specific piece in isolation. It is the most precise kind of test, like checking whether a single brick is solid before you build a wall with it. The second type is an integration test. This one zooms out slightly and checks whether multiple parts of your system work together correctly. Does the login page talk to the database properly? Does the payment system connect to the email system the way it should? Integration tests catch the bugs that only show up when pieces of code meet each other for the first time. And the third type, the big picture one, is called an end-to-end test. This simulates a real user going through the entire product from start to finish. Click the button, fill out the form, submit the order, receive the confirmation, everything in sequence. You do not need to memorize all of these right now. What matters is understanding that testing is not one thing. It is a layered system designed to catch problems at every level. Here is the thing nobody tells beginners. The best developers in the world are not the ones who write the most code. They are the ones who break the least of it. Testing is not a chore developers do reluctantly at the end of a project. It is the habit that separates software that ships and stays shipped from software that crashes in front of thousands of people on launch day. Every major product you use, every app on your phone, every website you trust with your credit card, is held together by thousands of automated tests running in the background constantly. That invisible safety net is what makes reliability possible at scale. And the beautiful thing is you can start building that habit from day one, no matter your skill level. Even one simple test is better than zero. If this gave you a clearer picture of how real software is actually built and kept alive, subscribe for more beginner-friendly deep dives just like this one. There is a lot more to explore, and it only gets more interesting from here. If this hit different, you need to check out Vortex. It is a private platform where ideas like books like Test come alive. Not just content, immersive worlds, AI that actually knows the material, a community that goes deep, private